July 29, 1981. 750 million people around the world gathered around their television sets. The wedding of the century. A young, shy girl and a prince from the royal family. It seemed like the perfect fairy tale, but behind the glitter of the crown lay a very different story. Diana Spencer was born on July 1, 1961, into a family of British aristocracy. Through her father's line, she was a distant descendant of King Charles II. The Spencer family lived near the royal residence at Sandringham, so the world of monarchy was familiar to Diana from her earliest years. Yet her childhood was far from carefree. When she was 7 years old, her parents divorced. Her mother left the family, and her father took on the responsibility of raising the children. That rupture left a deep mark. Diana grew up withdrawn and quiet, always searching for warmth and acceptance. At school, she never excelled academically. Music and dance drew her far more than her studies. In 1977, her father sent her to Switzerland to complete her education. It was just before that trip that a meeting took place which would change everything. It was at her father's home that Diana truly met Prince Charles for the first time. She was 16. He had come as a friend of her older sister, Sarah. According to Diana's music teacher, the teenager's bedroom walls were covered in photographs of the prince. She had long dreamed of this moment. Charles paid little attention to her at the time, but fate was already preparing the next act. Returning to England, Diana settled in London. On her 18th birthday, her father gifted her a flat of her own. Despite her aristocratic background, she chose to work and found her place as a nursery school assistant. Her love for children was entirely genuine. Yet it was during this period that the first signs of bulimia appeared, an illness that would follow her throughout her life. Behind the outward contentment lay a deep and private pain. In November 1978, Diana received an invitation to Prince Charles's 30th birthday celebration. His romance with her sister Sarah had faded by then. In February 1980, Diana was invited to Sandringham for the first time, alone, without her sister. It was there that her romance with the prince began. The paparazzi were quick to find them. Journalists speculated endlessly. Was this serious? Could she be the one? The press held nothing back. Queen Elizabeth II pressed her son for a decision. In a letter, she made it plain, either a proposal or an end to the relationship. A girl's reputation could not be left hanging indefinitely. Charles later confided to friends that he felt no deep love for Diana, but he believed she possessed every quality a future princess, perhaps even a queen, would need. The proposal was made. Diana accepted. July 29, 1981, St. Paul's Cathedral. A bride in a gown with a 7-meter train, an engagement ring, a sapphire blue stone encircled by diamonds. 750 million people watched this wedding unfold across the globe. Yet on their honeymoon aboard the royal yacht Britannia, Charles had brought with him a photograph of another woman, Camilla Parker Bowles, his longtime love, the woman he had always wished to marry, but whose hand his family had never permitted him to take. Diana found the photograph. It was there, in the middle of their honeymoon, that she suffered her first serious episode of bulimia. As she would later say in an interview, there had been 3 of them in the marriage from the very beginning. The marriage unraveled slowly, but inevitably. They shared no common ground. Charles was drawn to philosophy, history, and science. Diana preferred TV dramas and fashion magazines. They inhabited entirely separate worlds. By 1989, rumors of affairs on both sides had reached the press. In 1992, a formal separation was announced. In 1994, Charles publicly acknowledged his relationship with Camilla. His approval ratings collapsed. Queen Elizabeth II understood that divorce had become unavoidable. On August 28, 1996, the marriage was officially dissolved. Diana lost the title of Her Royal Highness, but retained the style of Princess of Wales, kept Kensington Palace as her residence, and received a settlement of $23 million. That same day, she smashed Charles's beloved porcelain dinner service to pieces. The story of a royal marriage that never became the fairy tale the world had hoped for was over. But Diana's life was not. Ahead lay new relationships, new trials, and a tragic ending that would shake the entire world.